I live alone in a studio apartment in a decently secure building. Not luxury, but clean and quiet. You need a code to get into the main lobby after hours, and delivery drivers usually leave packages in the designated mailroom. Last Thursday, around 10:30 p.m., I was winding down, watching TV with the volume low, when someone knocked on my door. Not the main building door, my actual apartment door. I froze. No one ever just shows up at my place, and I definitely wasn't expecting anyone that late. The knock came again, 3 times, slow and heavy. I crept to the door and looked through the peephole. A man in a black hoodie stood there, holding a brown box. No label on it, no uniform. I didn't say anything. I just watched. After about a minute, he knocked again and said, "Package for apartment 302. Thing is, I'm in apartment 206. I didn't respond. A few seconds later, he slowly stepped back, looked straight into the peephole, like he knew I was watching, then turned and walked down the hall. I waited, heart racing, until I heard the lobby door open and close. Then I double-checked every lock in my apartment. The next morning, I asked the front desk if any packages were delivered late last night. They said no deliveries were scheduled after 9. No one should have had access to the building. There's also no apartment 302. It only goes up to 300. Thankfully, nothing like that has happened to me since. But my neighbor? She went missing a couple days later.
Hey there, Nocturnals. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to never miss a video. These aren't ghost stories. These actually happened. Keep watching to find out what really went wrong.
I moved into this building in January. 3rd floor, end of the hallway. Cheap rent, no roommates. Perfect. One night in April, around 1 a.m., I was in bed, scrolling TikTok with headphones in, when I felt a vibration against my nightstand. A text from my upstairs neighbor, Sarah. "Are you hearing this?" I took out my headphones. At first, just silence. Then a thump. Then a woman's voice, muffled but sharp, like she was crying, saying, "No, no, please," over and over. I texted Sarah back. "Call 911. I think it's coming from the 2nd floor." I put on a hoodie and quietly cracked open my door. The hallway was empty, but the noise was louder now, sobbing and something breaking. I couldn't tell which unit it was coming from, but I stayed by my door and listened. After a few minutes, it all just stopped. No footsteps, no talking, nothing. I went back inside and stayed up until I saw the sunrise. I never heard police arrive. The next day, I told the building manager what I'd heard. She said she'd check security footage. 2 days later, she got back to me. She said they didn't find any break-ins or suspicious visitors. But here's the part that's haunted me since. She said there was one thing she couldn't explain. At 1:07 a.m., the hallway camera caught a woman walking barefoot down the 2nd floor hall. Makeup smudged, face pale, wearing what looked like a ripped dress. She was staring at the camera as she passed, but there was no record of her ever entering the building, and no one reported anything missing. No residents were unaccounted for. She just appeared.
When I moved into this building, I met her in the laundry room. Kara, blonde, soft voice, had this weird charm. Pretty, but also intense. She complimented my hoodie, then remembered my name the next time we crossed paths, then offered me banana bread she just happened to make too much of. At first, I thought it was cute. She was sweet, interested. I told my buddy about her and mentioned her name, Kara Ellis. He paused. Wait, like Kara Jennings Ellis. I didn't recognize it, but he did. He looked her up. There it was, an old headline. Kara Jennings Ellis found not guilty in death of boyfriend after grisly scene. While acquitted on grounds of insufficient evidence, investigators reported signs of premeditation, family influence, and sealed psychiatric records cited. Apparently, she changed her last name, dropped off social media, and moved out of state. The article said she was quiet, charming, just like she is now. I never responded to her offer to grab dinner, didn't text back. That's when things got weird. She started leaving little notes in my mailbox, handwritten. Thinking of you. Then another, you should have answered, you're just like him. I started locking my deadbolt, avoiding the lobby, taking the stairs instead of the elevator. Then I came home one night and the banana bread was sitting on my welcome mat, still warm. I checked my door, still locked, but I couldn't sleep. 2 nights later, I heard something in the apartment around 2 a.m. Not loud, just soft movement. I grabbed a flashlight and walked through slowly. There were muddy footprints on my kitchen tile that led back toward the door. And one more note, taped to the inside of my fridge. You don't get to leave me too. I threw out the banana bread, packed a bag, and stayed at my buddy's. A week later, he texted me, "Dude, check this out." It was a news article, Kara's name in bold. New evidence was found. The case was reopened. New videos every Thursday and Sunday. See you there.